Another factor playing a role in Maryland's financial crisis is the skyrocketing cost of energy. With the lawmakers scrambling to find solutions, some lawmakers and experts say the state's clean energy policies led to these issues, ultimately impacting people at home. As Fox 45's Jessica Babb shows us, while customers are struggling to make ends meet, utility companies like BGE are still profiting.
Across the region, right now, having a high BGE bill isn't a unique experience.
I thought maybe I didn't pay a bill. I was blown away.
In January, Baltimore resident Quibilah Barnes owing more than $750 for gas and electric for her 1,800 square foot home. Like many others, it's up from last year.
Just confused, not knowing what the future holds. How to go about this whole thing, I don't know.
Well, there are many factors that influence the cost you see on your bill. Part of the increases are coming from rate hikes, which went into effect this year. BGE's distribution rates have about tripled since 2010. In a previous statement, a BGE spokesperson says their rates reflect major investments in energy infrastructure. They also say the work lays the foundation for the state to meet its goal of net zero emissions by 2045. Especially with the state passing ambitious climate goals, some experts say.
And so when we look at the climate change policy that they've enacted over the last several years, these rate hikes are a direct result of trying to make those policies a reality.
Here's an example. BGE plans to replace this 100-year-old natural gas main on Crestmont Avenue in Baltimore. They say the old cast iron pipes need to go to ensure long-term safety and reliability for customers and help Maryland fight climate change. And while some say
they're making it as expensive as they can, be able to make more money.
At the end of the day, the impacts of these infrastructure projects are trickling down. It's a cost getting passed on to consumers like Kurt Howard.
My delivery fees went from $34 to $98.
In 1 year.
In 1 year.
And while residents are paying more, BGE's profits are going up. Based on these annual earnings statements, in 2010, BGE had a net income of $147 million. A decade ago, in 2015, they reported a net income of $288 million. By 2021, it was up to $408 million, and with that number creeping up over the years, this report shows at the end of 2024, they ended with a net income of $527 million, up $42 million from 2023, an increase in part coming from favorable distribution rates. Which is why the Baltimore City Council is planning on holding a hearing Thursday to get answers about BGE's bottom line.
The City Council will stand with the ratepayers of this region, not the shareholders of the gas and electric company. We stand with our people over their profits.
In a newly released report, the Office of the People's Counsel says if nothing changes and BGE keeps spending big, it's going to cost consumers even more. By 2035, BGE customers could see at least a 67% increase as distribution rates keep going up.
What was done was basically to line pockets. It's very unfair. So I think there's a lot of change that needs to be made for the actual people.
In Baltimore, Jessica Babb, Fox 45 News.
I'm Mary Bubala. Thank you for watching. Here's another video for you to watch. Also take some time to subscribe to our YouTube channel.